Good afternoon, everybody. It is Monday, the 4th of September. This is the first Monday motivation that we're having returning from the summer break. I hope you had a wonderful summer and that you enjoyed it with your friends and with your family. And that you had a really restful time. I hope whatever you did was restful for you. Maybe you were still doing some work. I know I was doing some work over the summer, but it was a different type of work. Part of what I was doing was actually planning what I'm going to be doing over the coming year in terms of my social media posting. And I've got a whole plan ahead for my Monday motivations going forward. So that's very exciting. Anyway, just to introduce myself, I'm Mary Gregory. I'm an executive coach. I work with leaders who are navigating complex change, who need to consider all the different options that they need to focus on when navigating that change, but also think about how they are being in themselves, how they can maintain their confidence and their clarity as they go through complex change. And today I am focusing on coming back into work, having had our break. And the theme for our month is going to be networking. So the reason I thought about networking is that you probably, you already have a network out there and you may be more or less conscious of it. So I'm curious about how conscious you are and how much time you take in nurturing and developing your networks. It's such an important part of contributing to our success as leaders. So I just would like you to think about that and think about, as we go through the week, being more conscious of the people that you're networking with. And something I'd like to offer as a free offer this month is a network mapping tool. My dogs have just all played off because the doorbell has gone. So I can't do anything about that. We are live. I can't. There's a new mechanism on StreamYard that means you can cut and then jump to the next bit, but I can't do that because we are live. So it's all happening here with the dogs barking in the background. But I was offering you a networking tool, which is a great way to map your network and have a look around not only who's in your network, so getting a sense of who's in your inner circle, who's in your outer circle, who's beyond that, but also considering the quality of the relationships that you have with those people. Because quite often, I don't know about you, but I quite often, and I'm guilty of this, engage with people and then I'll move on and get involved in something else, and then I don't maintain that engagement. And it's useful to think about how can we keep maintaining the engagements of the people that we need to be engaged with, and how can we make the most of the connections that we have with our networks. Because at the end of the day, a strong network is going to help you emotionally, because it's a huge source of support for all of us. I know for me, there are many people in my network who support me emotionally. Also, from a resource perspective, there are lots of resources. We know that there's a great saying, which, we already have the resources that we already need. We just may not know about them yet. And those resources are in your network. So you can think about who is it you know, or who does somebody know who has the resource that you need. So that's really useful. But also another element of networking, which I find absolutely invaluable, because I do love learning and development, is that your networks are a great source of ongoing learning and development for you. So really great reasons to keep your network up to speed, being aware of who's in there. And the final piece I didn't mention, which is probably the most important piece, is that, of course, networks will bring you new business opportunities, and maybe you'll hear of a new role through your network. They say that 80% of job roles go unadvertised. They're all created through their networks. But also new business opportunities will come your way. There are so many benefits to being mindful of your network. So this month, we're going to be focusing on that. My Leadership Live at the end of the month on the 29th of September is going to be how can you engage with the power of your network. So do look out for the promotions that are going out for that, and do join me for that. Otherwise, have a think about your network, have a think about how it supports you. And if you'd like to engage with me around that free network mapping tool, do get in touch. I'll leave the details. You either can contact me directly by messaging me via your app, or you can send me an email. I'll pop my email address in the details below. Excuse me. So that leaves me for today. I hope you've enjoyed what I've been sharing. Have a think about your networks. I'll be continuing on with some further insights as we get into the month and with every Monday motivation that we have every week. Thanks ever so much, and I'll see you next week. Bye for now.